try to accomplish today is a quick overview of a longer webinar on how to organize your workspace. This is not the whole thing. I'm going to hit some of the points. You're going to recognize some fine points in the outline that I put up on the screen. Just know that this will be available to you in the future. In the future, you can sign up for this. In the comments, indicate your interest in taking the whole webinar and learning everything that we have to offer. But for today, we're just going to quickly go through how to declutter, how to create a workspace that will actually work for you. Let's see if we can get that other screen back up a second. And are we sharing? I think we are. Basic tips for decluttering and organizing a small workspace, because sometimes you have to fit a lot into a little space. So what we'll touch to both today and in the longer is how to organize it, initial steps for decluttering, sorting your priorities, practical organization strategies, maintaining an organized workspace, visual illustrations, and then we're going to skip the branding and resources for today. But here's the introduction. You need organization. And as you look at your workspace, you need to reduce your distractions. You need to clear things out of the way. You need to find a way to improve your focus so that when you step into that space, you are focused on what you are going to be doing. Your goal is increased productivity, but you also want to make it a pleasant environment. Again, I'm not hitting everything that's written here. That's going to be available to you. All you have to do is ask. So here are the problems that you're going to encounter. You're already encountering them. You've got a buildup of clutter. You have a difficulty finding the things you're looking for. You're not efficiently using your space. And how do you increase your productivity by increasing the effectiveness of your workspace? Well, you're going to be reducing your distractions. You're going to give yourself some mental clarity. What you see around you is going to help you focus inside, and you are going to be able to facilitate improved task efficiency. So here's some initial steps for decluttering your environment. Remove everything and clean the area. I mean, wipe it all clean. Clear your workspace, clean it up, get the dust out of the way, and then visualize the space, what you can do with it. And then start grouping things by type, grouping things by function, and or simplifying, always and on this one, your storage decisions. They can get complex, they can get overly detailed. We're going to talk in later webinars about how to simplify those decisions. But you're going to be grouping by type and by function, and that's going to help you. Then identify the essential versus the unessential, non-essential items. How do you do that? Then, it could be that you're needing some special organizational coaching for this, but I think you can do a lot of it yourself. You want to identify the items that are necessary for your daily tasks and separate them out from others. Then keep your essentials accessible, and then manage your non-essentials responsibly. Again, we're going to need to do a deeper dive on that, but hopefully that gives you something to think about. Okay, how do you sort your priorities? We suggest immediate, short-term, and long-term. I know you've heard that before, but I think it's going to help you. How do you identify immediate concerns? Well, they tend to be urgent. They have to be done right away. And also, they're frequently used items. You're going to need them all the time. So they're in your immediate concerns. You need a pencil. You need a piece of paper. Then how do you manage your short-term concerns? Well, you need to plan for upcoming needs, organize for easy access, but always, always, always avoid workspace clutter. Going to get into a deeper dive on that later. Then how do you organize for long-term projects? Well, you need to designate the right kind of storage areas. They're very specific, they're marked, they're clear, but they need to also be accessible and, of course, always organized. Now, here's some practical organization strategies that I think will help you. First, you may consider, and I suggest you consider, some vertical storage. Use well-mounted shelves and cabinets. Stackable containers can be very helpful. And you want furniture that's multifunctional. It takes up less space to have one thing than two things. Then how do you label? And this also includes your digital organization. Well, with real things in the 3D world, you have to label things physically in a way that will help you quickly identify them. But then also in your digital organization, you need to use very descriptive names, and you need to think logically about what categories things fit into. I want to do an entire webinar on that, that kind of logical thinking, but it also has to go with your personality and your learning style. Then you want to create efficient workflow zones by designating your computer work area as kind of a holy place. You need a paperwork zone that is also kind of a holy place. And then you need storage areas or supply areas. That's where you have your pencils, your pencil sharpeners, your paper clips, your thumbtacks, and that sort of thing. Okay. How do you maintain it, this organized workspace? Well, daily habits, regular reviews. You need to tidy up every day. And then periodically, whether that's once a week for you or once a month, you need to go through and review it. Is this working? Is this not working? You want to clean up, you want to tidy up, but on those big days, you want to rethink a lot of things. How to avoid recluttering? Because once you get uncluttered, it's so easy to get recluttered, isn't it? So you want to spend some time in mindful item introduction, to be conscious of bringing new items into your workspace. If they don't belong, if they're not needed, don't do it. And then regularly reassess things. Okay, stay motivated, stay accountable, set clear goals, very specific, achievable. Track your progress on how you're doing, and seek some accountability. Who can help you with that? Who can help you have some oversight into this matter of staying organized? And then visual illustrations and examples. Well, here, this is a visual, look at the visual impact of decluttering. Before and after photos can really help you see that, the benefits of organization. Here's some sample ideas for how you get things where you want them. Effective labeling methods, storage option variety, tailored workspace solutions. Would you like to hear a little more about that? Okay, leave me a comment and say, I want a deep dive on that. We have a matrix for sorting tasks. You want to have a task prioritization matrix and a frequent workflow management matrix, and these can help you in that process. All right, so that's pretty much where I want to go. You want to brand your stuff, you want to engage these skills, but what I want to do is move on and just say to you, that was an overview. Did it inspire you? Did it get you going? Why don't you go and try one of those ideas today, one or two of them. Just approach with what you've seen, and of course you can replay this and look it back over and even see the things that I didn't read out loud. And then go back and see if you can get a little better handle on your organization of your workspace. You organize your life. I'm now suggesting you organize the space where you live your life and do your work. And that's going to reinforce the organization of your life, and you're going to be more productive. All the best to you. See you next time.